Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video, and here today, me and my friends decided to drive by the Monson Development Center at night. Now, this place originally opened in 1854 and shut down in 2012. Now, I'm not going to dive into any of the conspiracy theories really about this place or anything like that about it being haunted, but something weird actually happened to us, and I just kind of wanted to share it. But first off, I want to just start by saying we did not trespass at all. We did not get out of the car. We didn't go on the land. We were just on the public road, and we simply drove past. It's also said that the staff treated the patients not so well, but I didn't work there, so I can't really speak for that. So I hope that wasn't the case, because that would be really unfortunate. And while reading about this place, I saw someone like looking for their uncle that used to go here, and there's like no file of him or whatever, which I thought was kind of sad. But here's one of the buildings from the like main road or whatever. Ton of no trespassing signs. And an even creepier thing is, in the distance, there's a light on in one of the buildings. Like, we thought that was so bizarre. And like, oh, it could be a reflective thing. But it was not a reflective thing, because we drove past multiple times after, and it was still that same light. And also, you could still see the light after the headlights were out of view of it. So here we are going back to it. It was kind of like cool to see at night, but now I want to get into the creepier part. So I personally had no idea that there was a cemetery right before the Monson Development Center. So what we were doing was we were just driving, right? No cars behind us at all. It was like 1 in the morning or whatever. We were just honestly trying to scare ourselves. Yeah, as you can see, there's a no trespassing sign, and here's the building right here. That is a reflective sign up there, but the light we saw in the distance in the clip earlier wasn't. Anyways, back to the story. We were driving, no cars in sight at all. My friend was in the back seat, and obviously my friend was driving. So we were just going. We ended up slowing down so I could like take a picture real quick. I wasn't going to get out or anything. But then out of nowhere, this car comes flying around the corner. And like, we're not like at a complete stop. We're just kind of like slowly moving. So then my friend just decides to keep going. But then this car follows us for 7 minutes straight, turning on their blinker. They don't turn, they start flashing their headlights at us, and they're just like getting really close behind us, and we're freaking out because we don't know what these people, like what their intentions are. And my friend is like, hey, usually that could mean that there's someone in your back seat and they're trying to let you know. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's our friend in the back seat, because like sometimes they'll flash it to tell you that there's someone in the back seat in case you don't know. But of course we did know. And then we drove past the Monson Development Center again after we lost the car. Like, they just turned on some random road and we decided to just go. Like, we did not want anything to do with that. When we went back, we stopped, slowed down, and I wanted to take another picture, or try to. The same exact thing happens to us. Like, literally, car comes out of nowhere. It's a different car this time. Flashing their headlights, turning on their blinker when they're not turning. This time, this car follows us for, I think it was 12 minutes. And like, it could have been longer because I didn't like count it until after a little bit, when we realized they were like following us and flashing their high beams and stuff and just like getting really close. They followed us to like Rockadundy, because this is the same night we went to Rockadundy, and we were freaking out. And the best way I can describe what this was like, if anybody has ever seen the movie Urban Legend, Urban Legend was a pretty good movie, but it had a scene in it just like it, and I'll put it at the end of this video. I also was recording them flashing their high beams and headlights and turning on their blinker and not turning at all, but it's really hard to capture light on a camera, so I think you'll be able to tell when they turn their blinker on and like with the flashing lights, but I'll put that on screen right now. So as you can see, the reflection of the light in the side mirror is like changing colors from like blinker, high beams, or whatever. And like I know it looks like they might just be like going over a bump, but like I wish I could have captured like what it was actually like, because like it was literally just like from Urban Legend. I'll put the scene at the end of the video. So I unfortunately kind of like ran out of video time-ish. Like I don't have any more videos of it, but here is the cemetery I was talking about right before the Monson Development Center. And the kind of thing that I came up with was a little bit from my friend's idea of they were trying to let us know that someone was in the back seat, in case it was like someone trying to kill you or something. And because it happened right before the Monson Development Center and right after the cemetery sign, I thought that maybe they could have seen something that we couldn't in the back seat. Like what I'm saying is like kind of like a spirit just sitting in the back seat, and we couldn't see it, but they somehow could. So I kind of like thought that could be a possibility, or these people were just like weird. I'm not too sure, but I hope you guys like enjoyed seeing this at night and in the daylight. When I went during the day, I had no idea that those buildings were up in the woods like that. Like, that was cool to see. I'll put some pictures up on screen of what they used to look like and what they look like now. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye! Okay, so I couldn't find the scene, but this is the movie I'm talking about. It's called Urban Legend. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't seen it, you should definitely watch it, and then you'll understand what I'm talking about even more than you probably already do.